So we can start with a little kirtan. I'm here on the terrace. Let me give you a little darshan. Those that came early, they get the benefit of the Pandharpur darshan
Okay.
before it gets dark. Now the sun is setting. So here we have Pandharpur in the back. You can see the Prabhupada Ghat, and this is Sri Pandharpur Dham.
Hari bol. Hari Hari.
And yeah, beautiful agricultural fields. There's Chandrabhaga River. Can you see the river?
Yes, Prabhu.
Wonderful.
Holy
Really wonderful
Bhima.
video.
Yeah. And there in the back, there's a square temple. And that's Vithala Mandir.
Okay.
Yeah. And there is Pundalik's temple, the devotee of Lord Krishna, who Krishna came here to visit him. And then he decided to stay in the form of Lord Vithala. So very, very auspicious darshan.
Hari bol.
And you can hear our Gaur Artig is starting in the background also. And I'll show you the Gurukul. Hopefully these boys will come soon. This is our new Kalyan Mandal. We hold 1,000 can stay here. We're expecting during a Shadi Kadashi. We built this big hall. Here, Gurukul. What is your plan? They're doing yagya every Kadashi.
Okay.
Big yagya happens. Beautiful place. Please come visit.
Sure, definitely, Prabhu.
I'm feel very fortunate. I feel very fortunate to be staying here. Been here the past 8 months approximately with Param Puja Lokanath Swami Maharaj.
Hari Hari.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for the wonderful question. Thank you.
You're welcome. You'll be admitting the devotees from the waiting room, right?
Yes,
When they
Prabhuji.
come in.
Yeah,
Okay,
devotees.
wonderful.
No problem.
Shri Pandharpur Dham ki jai. Nama O Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Nama Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyagari Astachadisha Tarini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyagari Astachadisha
Chaitanya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Goya Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gora Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Bolo, bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Pandinath ki Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki Shri Pandapur Dham ki Srila Prabhupada ki Gaur Premanande. Namaste
Jai. Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai. Tibo. Thank you very much. Prabhu, why don't you
Hare
introduce
Krishna.
yourself?
Thank you so much.
I want them to introduce themselves. Come closer and tell your name.
Hare Krishna, my name is Deepraj.
Deepraj
Hare-
from
Sawantwadi in Goa,
Hingoa, Maharashtra.
Maharashtra.
Jai ho.
Hare.
My name is Nandan. I am from Nagpur.
Nandan from Nagpur. Haribo.
Thank you so much to both Gurukul boys. Hari Hari, wonderful Kirtan. Hari Hari. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. We are hearing after a very long time, as usual, your ecstasy Kirtan and devotees are really missing you.
I'm
Thank
missing the devotees there in Garangadesh also.
Thank you, Prabhu.
So-
Prabhu, already dark actually. We couldn't able to see you.
Yeah, I'm going to shift downstairs to another
Okay.
room where there's more light. I just didn't want to disturb Guru Maharaj because we're right next to him.
Oh, Hari Hari. Okay.
So I'm going to go down right next to his room where the
Okay,
best
Prabhuji.
internet connection is.
Sure.
So we're shifting now.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Can you hold this? Jai Ho.
So
we have-
meantime, Prabhu, meantime, shall I introduce to all the devotees?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhus and Matajis, joining with us today. So today we are very fortunate to have with us His Grace Ekalavya Prabhu from Pandharpur. His Grace Ekalavya Prabhu is originally from New York City. Prabhu expressed his interest in spiritual topics at a very young age and joined ISKCON in the year 1991 in Ireland. Prabhu is the disciple of His Holiness Loknath Swami Maharaj, and with his instruction, he moved to India in the year 1992. Now, Ekalavya Prabhu often serves Loknath Maharaj as his personal secretary. He is currently locked down in Pandharpur. He has been appointed by the GBC as a secretary of ISKCON Kirtan Ministry. His service include coordinating ISKCON's annual International World Holy Name Festival. He is a senior member of the GBC deputies and a well-known traveling preacher. Prabhu visit many times to Middle East and of course to Damodar Desh and Gauranga Desh very often. And Prabhu is awaiting his sannyasa very soon. So let us pray for him and welcome him with a Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Let us chant 3 times for Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. His Grace Ekalavya Prabhu ki jai. His Holiness Loknath Swami Maharaj ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaura Premanande. Hari Hari Bo. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Over to you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Meantime, Prabhu will join. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Over to you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Sri Ranga Krishna Prabhu. Thank you for having me today. Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhu. We can.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Jai Ho, Jai Ho. So we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam today. Slideshow. This is Srimad Bhagavatam, and we welcome all the devotees this evening. Thank you all for coming. I miss you all so much, and I'm looking forward to my next visit. And this is the next best thing. I'm so glad I could join you at least via the virtually. So nice. And we are sharing the Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 4th chapter, chapters entitled Vidura Approaches Maitreya, text number 27. Hare Krishna. Jai Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So this is Sri Shuka Uvacha. Shukadeva Goswami said, Shri Shuka Uvacha. Iti saha vidurena vishvamurtir guna kataya sudaya plavitoru tapaha kshanam iva puline yamasvasustan samushita opagavir nisham tatogat. So we'll do the word for word. We should be having some. I have to stop sharing the screen to do this. So complicated. Technology, technology. Let's try this again. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. So we'll do the synonyms together. Shri Shuka Uvacha. Shri Shukadev Goswami said, Iti, thus, Saha, along with, Vidurena, Vidura, Vishvamurtehe, of the universal person, Gunakataya, in the discourse of transcendental qualities, Sudhaya, nectarian, Labita Utapaha, overwhelmed by great affliction, Kshanam, moment, Eva, like that, Puline, on the bank of Yamuna, Yamasvasutam, the river Jamuna, Samushitaha, passed on, Opagavihi, the son of Opangava, Udhava, Nisham, the night, Tataha, thereafter, Agat, went away. Translation: Shukadev Goswami said, O king, after thus discussing with Vidura the transcendental name, fame, qualities, etc., on the bank of the Jamuna, Uddhava was overwhelmed with great affliction. He passed the night as if it were a moment, and thereafter he went away. Purport: the word used here for Krishna is Vishvamurti. Both Uddhava and Vidura were in great affliction because of Lord Krishna's departure. And the more they discussed the transcendental name, fame, and qualities of the Lord, the more the picture of the Lord became visible to them everywhere. Such visualization of the transcendental form of the Lord is neither false nor imaginary, but is factual, absolute truth. When the Lord is perceived as Vishvamurti, it is not that he loses his personality or transcendental eternal form, but he becomes visible in the same form everywhere. Shri Shuka Uvacha Iti Sahavidorena Vishvamurtir Guna Kataya Sudhaya Plavitoru Tapaha Kshanam Iva Puline Yamasvasusthang Samushita Opagavir Nishang Tatonka. Om Jnanatirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Shtapitam Jena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yukta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpa Tubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Gurumukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yad Kripa Tamaham Vande Shri Gurun Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayat Nasta Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Utamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. So it gives me great pleasure and happiness to be here this evening with so many wonderful devotees. May aap sab bahut abari ho. I'm very grateful to all of you for coming tonight. Today we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, chapter 4, text number 27. And in today's verse, we're discussing this topic of Vishva Murti, how Krishna can actually be seen everywhere. And if we can see Krishna everywhere, this is actually the perfection of our lives. Manmana bhava madbhakto majjajimam namaskuru mameva shasi satyam te pratijane priyo sime. Lord Krishna explains in the 18th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, text number 65. Manmana bhava madbhakto, always think of me, become my devotee. Manmana bhava madbhakto, majjajimam namaskuru, offer your worship unto me, offer your pranams unto me. Mamevasya satyam te pratijane priyo sime. Then you'll always be together with me. I'm telling you this because you are my very dear friend. So this is the culmination of Bhagavad Gita. To understand that we should always think of Krishna. And if we have this concept of Vishvamurti, to see Krishna everywhere throughout Krishna's creation, as the smallest of the small, as the greatest of the great, as the taste of water, as the light of the sun and the moon, however we can perceive Krishna, that is our great benefit. So how can we learn to see Krishna everywhere? We have this unfortunate habit since time immemorial of seeing everywhere. We see just opportunities for our own personal sense gratification. Bhogaishwarya prasaktanam taya parita chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhir ekehaku nandana na vidyate. That if we try to enjoy our own personal senses in this material world, then we're only looking for trouble. We'll just be getting more and more frustration by trying to puna punascharvata charvananam, to chew what is already being chewed. We're here in Sri Pandharpur Dham, and behind me I have this backdrop of Sri Vrindavan Dham, Kusum Sarova, Govardhan. And in all these places, we find wonderful cows, Gomata. And these cows are so wonderful. When they come and they chew some sugar cane, and get the juice and then spit out the sugar cane. And then another cow will come and try to chew the same sugar cane. But it is not possible. There's no juice. And then she will spit it out, and another cow will come and try to chew that same sugar cane. And again, no juice. So when we try to enjoy our senses in this material world, puna punascharvita charvananam, that is just like chewing the chewed. So we should not try to enjoy our senses. We should try to vishvamurtihi. We should see Krishna everywhere. So during the course of today's presentation, I would like to discuss the art of seeing Krishna everywhere. And we can best learn how to do this through seeing through the eyes of the Shastras, the scriptures, and also by the wonderful words and examples of Lord Krishna's devotees who are expert, daksha, in seeing Krishna everywhere. That is one of the signs of an advanced devotee. An advanced devotee sees Krishna everywhere. Krishneti yasya giritan manasajayeta dikshasti chet pranati bischa bhajanta misham shushrukshaya bhajana vigyamananya anya nindari shunya hridam ipsita sanghalabha. In Rupa Goswami's Nectar of Instruction, Rupa Goswami explains in the 5th verse the 3 different types of devotees. Krishneti yasya giritam manasadriyeta. That one should offer respects within the mind to that devotee who chants the name of Lord Krishna. Dikshasti chet pranati bischa bhajanta misham. And one who has received diksha, initiation, and is engaged in worshiping the deity, one should offer humble obeisances. Shushushaya bhajana vigyamananya anya. And to that devotee who is bhajana vigyam, who is expert in bhajan, expert in seeing Krishna everywhere, one should humbly serve that devotee and seek their association. And that devotee also has the quality of ananya nindya shunya. He has no propensity to criticize others. So we should also strive for this wonderful quality and appreciate it in others when we serve it. So this is the art of becoming advanced, to see Krishna everywhere. So we can see this in the lives of some wonderful devotees. For example, one time Srila Prabhupada was asked, Srila Prabhupada, how can we see Krishna everywhere? And Srila Prabhupada told a story. He said that, look down in front of my room, and what do you see on the floor? And the devotee said, oh, I see your shoes, Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada said, when you see my shoes, who do you think of? And the devotee said, Srila Prabhupada, when I see your shoes, I think of you. And Srila Prabhupada said, yes, that is the art. When we see everything in this creation as Krishna's, part and parcel of Krishna, belonging to Krishna, created by Krishna, in connection with Krishna, then we can see Krishna everywhere. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. that if we see that Krishna is the controller of everything, then whatever we see, we can think of Krishna. So we should strive for this consciousness. One time, Srila Prabhupada was in Delhi. The Pakistan-India war was going on. Bombs were dropping. Devotees were crying out, "Come to the bomb shelter! Come to the bomb shelter!" Prabhupada was sitting eating kachoris. Prabhupada is known as Kachori Mukhi. And Prabhupada said, "I will stay here and finish my prasadam. And if the bombs come, I will see that bomb as Krishna." Srila Prabhupada, his consciousness is so elevated that even if a bomb dropped in front of him, he would see that bomb as Krishna. Now, how wonderful is that? Now, all of us, we've been subject to so much media paranoia about the coronavirus. So many of us are afraid of catching the coronavirus. Actually, that is the animal tendency: eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. So the defense against corona is there. The perfection of our lives will be that if we get corona, we should say, "Oh, Krishna has come to me in the form of corona," and see Krishna everywhere. This is a very high consciousness, but we should aspire for it. By the way, personally, I advocate everyone should try to keep very safe and follow government rules and regulations in regards to the corona situation. Better safe than sorry. And we all need you Vaishnavas, as many as possible with us. Chanakya Pandit says that when you go for war, you should take as many people with you as possible. So we are in the war against Maya. So we want all devotees safe with us. Please stay with us and help us, encourage us in the association of devotees. So here's another example that Lord Krishna explains that not a blade of grass moves without the desire and the will of Lord Krishna. So whatever happens to us in our lives, we should see that as the mercy of Krishna. There's a nice Hindi saying I like. You may find this humorous. Hum jab yojana banate hai, to Krishna haste hai. If you want to see Krishna laugh, then tell him your plans. So whatever happens to us in our life, we should try to see this as the arrangement and the plan of Krishna. So I'm wondering if I can ask this question, and maybe we can have some interaction. We can unmute, allow some devotees to unmute. I don't know if this is possible. I can ask you, what are some ways by which we can see Krishna everywhere? I would like to ask you, maybe you can put up a hand and we can unmute you if we can do this interactive program. Shuranga Krishna Prabhu, is it possible to do this? Oh, we have Radhika Pati.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, please share with us how we can see Krishna everywhere. Radhika Pati Krishna Das Prabhu raises his hand. Please share with us.
Yes. Hare Krishna, Danda Pranam.
Dhanavat Pranam.
After a long time, we are seeing, very happy to see you, Prabhu. Very nice Kirtan, your Kirtan. So, when we read Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter, the Vibhuti of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna says, I am this, I am that, I am that. Everywhere he is saying. So, when we read that 10th chapter, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, I am the fragrance of the flower. So I am the taste of water. I am the son of light, like as you said. So when we read again 10th chapter, we can see Krishna's everywhere. I am the conscious of all living beings. And I am the moving and non-moving. So when we read this 10th chapter, we could see Krishna's presence everywhere.
Jai. Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful answer. Thank you so much. I'm grateful to you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
By following his instruction, we can see Lord Sri Krishna everywhere.
Jai. Jai Ho Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else? Or Kuch? Anyone else can put up their hand and share something? Yes, Kavi Rupa Radhika Devi Dasi. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna,
Prabhu.
Pranam. Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, just now we heard your wonderful kirtans, very beautiful kirtans. There are, so I find it, these are the ways we can see that Krishna is there everywhere. So by associating with Vaishnavas, by hearing the holy names of the Lord, we can see Krishna is there everywhere. When we were showing that the Pandharpur Dham, beautiful dhams, places, I can feel that Krishna is there everywhere. So by visiting dhams and associating with Vaishnavas and hearing the holy names of the Lord, these are some ways I can feel that Krishna is there everywhere.
That's a beautiful, beautiful answer, Mataji. Thank you. By the kirtan, by the dham, by the devotees. Fantastic. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Would anyone else like to share?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna.
Yes, go ahead. Chitra Malini Devidasi. Please go ahead. You can unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna,
Yes.
Prabhu. Dandat pranams to you. Very happy to see you after a long, long time. Dandavats, Prabhu. Prabhu, Krishna is residing in our hearts as Paramatma. So we can realize his presence every day. Even if we are not seeing him directly, we can feel his presence every day. So we know he's there with us all the time.
Yes, yes. He's present in our hearts as the Paramatma. Sarvasya Chahamriti Sannivistaha. He's situated there. Thank you. Thank you for reminding us. You're like the Paramatma reminding us of Paramatma. Thank you. Hare Krishna. I see a hand from Radha Saki Devi. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says, Nam Nam Akari Babala Nidhi Sarva Shaktis Tatrarpita Niyamita Smaranena Kala Etadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdeva Midrisham Mehajani Nanuragaha. Krishna has invested all the potencies in his holy names. And from the Shastras, we know that Krishna, his name, his form, his qualities and pastimes are non-different. Therefore, we can see Krishna and experience a relationship with Krishna just by merely chanting Krishna's name with utmost sincerity.
That's right. Krishna is non-different from his name. And Abhina Abhina Tvam Nam Namino. And if we have the right consciousness, we can perceive Krishna's presence there in his holy name. Thank you for sharing this with us. So kind of you. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Bhagavan Govind, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat pranams. Prabhu, as with Brahma Samhita, Premanchana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadaiva Hridageshu Vilokayanti. Yam Shyama Sundaram Achintya Gunasvarupam Govinda Madhibushattamagam Rajami. So, if we follow his instructions and started doing devotional service to the Lord, then Krishna will reveal to us.
Oh, that is beautiful. Premanjana Charita Bhakti Vilochanena. With love in our eyes, we can perceive the Lord. Thank you for sharing. Hare Krishna. Sri Ranga Krishna Prabhu, I think Mataji is there. Would you like to share with us?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat pranams. Prabhu, while serving the deities while doing Abhishek and while serving the deities completely, we get immersed not only by words, chanting the mantras, by heart, by body. Everything is totally immersed in the Lord, and we feel that as a deity, He is present with us, and He is, more than what we are serving, He is serving us more better. That is the feeling I always have.
Thank you
Whatever
for.
I do in reciprocation, He does more than what I do for Him.
He reciprocates more with you than what you do for him.
Yes.
Yes, it's a beautiful realization. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Let's have Ashok Prabhu and then Shamalangi Mataji. Ashok Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. My father's name is Ashok. My name is Swaranjali. I want to share a point. Please do guide me if I do any mistakes and forgive me. So I want to know that I know that Lord Shri Krishna is the eternal source. He created this world. He is so merciful to even forgive us for our slightest mistakes. And if we chant His name with the right consciousness and with the right mind, He will forgive us for any mistake we do, and He will take us as His devotee, and He cares about us a lot. And this is proved in one of the shlokas of the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is Aho bakiyam stanakalakutam jigam syapayat api sadvi lebhe gatim datri uchitam tatanyam kamva dayalum shanam vrajema. So in this shloka, Vidura was asking, Uddhava was asking to Vidura, how can I take blessings of one so merciful to forgive the demon who the female demon who tried to feed poison milk to Lord Shri Krishna and gave her the position of a mother. So he's asking, how will I take the blessing of someone so merciful? So this is known as the Bhakta Vatsala quality of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Fantastic. That's wonderful. That's very enlightening. I feel very encouraged and very happy to hear your explanation. And I think if I could listen to you all night long, all day long, then I could always remember Krishna also. Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. Shamalangi Mataji, I see your hand is up. Did you want to share something?
Hi Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, my humble obeisances to you and all. I really also wanted to comment on this little girl's, explanation. So it was so wonderful to hear her. Really, really, her answer was amazing. So Prabhu, you asked us that how we can see the Lord everywhere. So we get this knowledge from the Gita, as we, came up with this, who am I? I'm not this body, I'm the soul. And we get so much of knowledge from the Bhagavad Gita. So I feel that only after gaining this knowledge, I could perceive and move further, that I can see Him everywhere. So not just in my altar and, in my deities, but also if I'm not going to the temple, if I'm not there, He says He's in every atom, He's everywhere in every particle. So when I'm meeting devotees or when I'm meeting non-devotees, when I see my own kids, when the situation is good or when the situation is bad. So everything is happening as per, Krishna's direction. So I feel that, I can see, we can see Him everywhere. When we are praying, when we are not praying also, He's just there. He's just there. So just, so in my prayers, when I can call out to Him, I feel He's there. He's always there. Just like Mataji said, He's inside us, as Paramatma.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing the importance of prayer. And when we pray to Krishna, then we feel that connection with Him. When we're thinking of Him, He's thinking of us, like that. And one way we can always think of Krishna is to engage in His mission. He comes to this material world in order to save the conditioned souls. And the acharyas, they're also engaged in the same mission. And we can understand that if we also engage in that mission, then we can also see Krishna everywhere. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he had his appearance day 2 days ago on March 3rd. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki jai. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was a great missionary, a great preacher, and he was helping to save the conditioned souls. So I wanted to share a few words about him. His father was Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who prayed to the Lord, like Shamalangi Mataji was saying, we should constantly pray to the Lord. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur prayed to the Lord, please send me a child, a ray of Vishnu, who can help me in this wonderful mission, this of saving the conditioned souls. So he sent Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, his name was Bhima Prasad, when he took birth in Puri. And later, he became a great scholar. He took sannyas. He became a great preacher. He opened 64 Gaudiya mats, 64 temples all over India. He initiated thousands of devotees, hundreds of sannyasis. And here are the current followers. Srila Prabhupada was his disciple. And he was into yukta vairagya. He would use everything in Krishna's service, even a motor car. Before Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, no sadhu would ride in a car. They wouldn't even wear shoes. But Bhaktisiddhanta, he would wear overcoat, boots, booted and suited, and he would even use a motor car. And he used a printing press. He built 3 printing presses in the 3 Gaudiya mats. They had printing presses to print the transcendental books, the literature. And he was so much attached to his press that he kept the presses just across from the deities, so the deities could see the presses. So the modern day printing press is like the recording studio. Imagine if Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur had a YouTube channel, what he would do. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, he said, the only thing lacking in this world is Krishna consciousness. And he said, we should have a newspaper, daily newspaper, in order to promote Krishna consciousness. And he started the Harmonist and Vaishnav Toshani and many papers. And he was a great acharya, and he utilized everything in Krishna's service. Great, great soul. And I wanted to share just a few of his quotes, his teachings with all of us tonight. He said, preach the teachings of Rupa Raghunath with all your energy and resources. So whatever he had, he wanted to utilize in spreading the teachings of Rupa and Raghunath. And he said our ultimate goal is to become the dust at the feet of Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami. So this is the goal of our life, that we want to serve the Vaishnavas, serve our gurus, serve Srila Prabhupada, serve the acharyas like Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami in spreading this mission of sharing the message of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Another wonderful quote, you should all work conjointly under the spiritual master with the view to serve the absolute knowledge, the supreme personality of Godhead. So conjointly, jointly means together, kesat. We should all serve together, cooperatively. Srila Prabhupada also said that your love for me can be shown by how you cooperate together to keep this movement together after I am gone. So cooperation, co-jointly, this is very pleasing to the acharyas. We should all strive to cooperate for this very important mission. And this is a very powerful quote. He said, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, you should somehow live without quarrel. So this is very difficult in the age of Kali. Manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya uparitaha. So it's very, very difficult to live without quarrel. In this age of Kali, when everyone is disturbed and people are short-lived and misdirected, misguided. But for devotees, this is the instruction. You should somehow live without quarrel. So let us strive for this. So this is the conclusion of my presentation this evening. And I'd like to ask if there are any comments or any questions. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your wonderful class today. I request anybody has any questions, please come on.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. This is big fun.
Prabhu, when we listen to lectures from devotees like you, we are charged. We are so much of encouraged and motivated. But that same I think charge is not there always. So is it something wrong with me, or because we don't get the same? So we only when we are really charged when we are interested, when we listen to lectures like yours, but it is not there always. So what do you do to come out of this, Prabhu?
So thank you for your question. Is this Bikram, Prabhu?
Ramanatha Krishna, Prabhu. Ramanatha Krishna.
Okay. So we experience up and down in our devotional service, sometimes up and sometimes down. This is called Anishta Bhakti. It's unsteady. So sometimes we're charged up and sometimes we're charged down. So the question is how to be always up. Stay high forever, as devotees said in the early days. So this is, we need to strive for nishta, to be fixed. So when you're hungry, you eat. And then after some more time, you get hungry again, so you eat again. It's not that we only eat once a year. We eat every day. Is that correct? Do you eat every day, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, every day you eat. So every day you have some strength. So every day we have to do spiritual eating. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. We have to engage in at least some of these 9 processes every day. And the most important is Shravanam, Kirtanam, and in the association of devotees. That is eating a spiritual feast. And then we'll feel charged. So eat prasadam every day and eat Shravanam, Kirtanam every day. Does that answer your question?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Okay, we see Ritu Vyas. I see her hand is up.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. This is Ritu Vyas.
Yes, yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat.
Prabhuji, okay, I should be in English.
May Hindi Torah samajhte, lekin aap bahut dhire boliye.
No, sir. It's okay, Prabhuji. I'll ask my question in English only. My question is, Prabhuji. Sorry.
Jab, kabhi.
So sweet of you. Prabhuji, when I study Bhagavad Gita, I am getting a question all the time that what was the deeds of Sanjaya who what was his deeds? So he was able to see Virat Rupa Darshana, and he was able to listen to Bhagavad Gita from the mouth of Prabhu itself.
So what is the benefit of Sanjaya? How did he get this wonderful ability to perform these great accomplishments? How did he manage to see the Virat Rupa and see the battlefield? My understanding, Mataji, is that Sanjay had the mercy, the kripa of his guru. Guru mukam karoti vachalam pangam langayate girim yat kripa tamaham vande Shri Gurun dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanyeshwaram. Guru mukam karoti vachalam. By the mercy of Guru, a dumb man who cannot speak, he can speak the most eloquent poetry. Guru mukam karoti vachalam. Pangam langayate girim. By the mercy of Guru, a lame man who cannot walk can cross the mountains. Guru mukam karoti vachalam. So it's by the mercy of Guru, by the mercy of his Guru, he was able to attain all of these things.
Thank you, Prabhuji. What to do if you are not getting Guru in this life?
Cry. Cry and pray. Pray that you can get Guru.
Thank you.
That is Krishna says that Brahmanda Bharate Kon Manusya Janmajar Janma Satakakari Para Upakar Bharata Brahmanda, what is that shloka? Moving from life to life.
Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Ji.
Bhagyavan Ji, Guru Krishna Prasade Pai, Bhakti Lata Beach. Yes, by the mercy of Guru, one gets Krishna. By the mercy of Krishna, one gets Guru. So we need the mercy of both of them. So pray to Krishna, please send me a Guru. And Krishna will do that out of his mercy. If he likes you. If he likes you, he'll send you a Guru. So we do.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I had to ask you, Dandavat Pranam, I had to ask you two things. One, how did you get into this? Like, were your parents already Krishna conscious? Like, I'm getting it, like, I'm only started my journey as yet, and I want to get into this a lot more. And as I'm getting into it, I realize that everything else seems rather mundane, and I want to leave most of it because it's petty and it's like worthless, right? So how did you get into it? And like, since your parents were like, maybe I assume, like, supposing my parents aren't Krishna conscious, but I want to get into it. So like, I have a few clashes with my parents or something of that sort. So how do I like take care of that?
Well, thank you for your nice question. Seek the guidance of senior devotees. Cultivate a relationship with them. Like, try to find someone who can guide you, who is senior, who can help you through your situation, someone who knows you very well. It's difficult for me to give you so much guidance because I don't know you very well, but I can share with you my experience. My parents were not very Krishna conscious, but they were fairly open-minded. And when I graduated from college in 1987, I traveled around the world for 5 years and visited more than 35 countries. And sometimes I would sleep on the beach in an ocean, next to the ocean. Sometimes I would sleep in a cave. I was living in Paris and in different parts of Europe and America and South America, and I was living fairly dangerous life. So when I joined the devotees, my mother was happy. She said, at least you're with some people who will take care of you now. You're not living such a dangerous life. And finally, just before I joined the devotees, I lived in a forest for 1 month, praying to Krishna to kindly guide me. And that is also for the last question, that if we pray to Krishna and we pray that please show me what to do, send me a guru, Send me the right direction. Then Krishna will reciprocate with us. Yeya tam mam prapadyante tam sataiva bhajamyaham. So my advice to you is be very respectful to your parents and set a good example and let them be happy with your behavior. Try to do something that they will appreciate. You can cook for them, help in the house, and make them proud of you. If you're in school, you can study nicely. Make your family proud of you and appreciate your qualities. And if they appreciate you, then and you're trying to become a devotee, then they'll also appreciate the devotees. And most of all, give them what Srila Prabhupada called our secret weapon. Give them prasadam. Cook prasadam, offer prasadam, off bhog to the Lord, and feed your family nicely. Treat them with love, because you're representing Krishna. As devotees, we represent Krishna, and Krishna loves everyone. He's our best friend, Suridam Sarvabhutanam. So on behalf of Krishna, we should offer our love to the whole world. And charity begins at home. Start with your family. Love your family and encourage them, and try to be a good daughter that they will be proud of. Is that of some help?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. You made my day. And yes, that's wonderful advice that I'll keep in mind. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandvat Pranam. This is Bikram here.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Prabhu, I have a question to ask. You basically said that we should avoid fighting with or trying to keep ourselves calm and composed. Usually what happens is in some meetings that you generally not try to indulge, or you're just trying to be a participant. And sometimes the people who are with you, they provoke you as if trying to get us involved, and it is more in terms of um, like the thing which I wanted to express is that sometimes when you are in some corporate meetings and you want to basically keep a low profile and not get into any discussions which might go into an argument, but still people provoke you, and then you lose your cool. And then even though you do your morning duties and you do your chanting and come with a fresh mind that we are here just to do our karmas and our real mission is this, but then during this tussle you feel like that even though you're doing your daily duties, you're still not able to get that cultivated in you, that you have to keep calm even if people are provoking you. So if you could please help us or guide me on how to keep us
It's very difficult to keep our cool in this world, because this is Kali Yuga, and Srimad Bhagavatam explains Manda Sumanda Matayo Manda Bhagya Upadritaha, that in Kali Yuga people have short lives, they're misdirected, they're always disturbed. It's very difficult in this material world. Adhyatmik klesh, adhibautik klesh, adhidaivik klesh, miseries coming from our body, from our mind, miseries from other people, other living entities, miseries from nature. We cannot expect a smooth ride in this world, especially in a corporate work environment. In America, we say corporate world is dog eat dog. It's a very difficult situation. So we should try to understand the perspective and the expectations. Don't expect to have a peaceful time in the corporate world. If we are expecting a peaceful time in the corporate world, we will just be disappointed. We should be realistic and understand that, yes, it is very likely if I go to the corporate situation that I will become agitated. It will become very difficult for me. But I can give a couple of humble suggestions. First of all, try to remember this verse. It is the third verse of Shikshastakam. Maybe you have heard it. Maybe you know it already. Trunadapi Sunichena, Turorapi Sahishnuna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadahari. One should be more humble than a blade of grass. One should be more tolerant than a tree. One should be without any false prestige and desire just to give respect for others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that is my humble offering to you, Bikram Prabhu. I hope it is of some help to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Sri Ranga Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hope there is no more question, I think. Is there any questions we can ask? Otherwise, we can move to the next. Okay, Prabhuji.
So I wanted to share something about this studio project in the mission. Here in Pandharpur is the world headquarters for the ISKCON Kirtan Ministry. Haribol. The GBC, they started this World ISKCON Harinam Sankirtan Kirtan Ministry this year. His Holiness Lokanath Swami Maharaj is the minister. He's the Kirtan minister. Haribol. And I am the secretary. And we have a project we're working on. I wanted to share with all of you what we're doing here. It's quite interesting, following in the footsteps of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur established printing presses, and we are right now in the process of establishing a recording studio. Haribol.
Haribol.
So from here, we'll produce educational materials and preaching materials, materials for children, materials for adults, and we'll spread Krishna consciousness, online programs, courses, and we'll do all kinds of Marathi programming, Hindi programming, English programming, Russian. We'll bring VIP devotees from all over the world here to create the best content and share it on the internet. And it's called Lok Studio. Lok Studio Ki Jai. So we have our website. You can visit our website. It's called Lok Media. Krishna conscious content is a donation. Media controls the masses. And here's something, this was designed by the same designer who's designed our studio, John H. Brandt. He designed more than 3,000 studios. And this is our inspiration, Param Puja Lokanath Swami Maharaj. This is Maharaj's room, and this is the studio. And I'm here right now, just next to Maharaj's room. And we have this, this video, also I'll show you in a minute. And we're planning to post all kinds of Krishna conscious content. Our blog is there. I post progress of the studio construction and also some Lokanath Swami nectar you can read. Like this morning at around 8:30, His Holiness Lokanath Maharaj and I were doing some stretching, discussing yoga asanas. Maharaj is bending his neck to the left and began chanting verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. So like this, feedback form, newsletter, and we have an about page, about us. We have a blog, and I've been updating this blog fairly frequently. So you can visit, contact, donate. We have facility for credit cards, PayPal, bank accounts. And anyone who donates, we have a wall of devotion. And this will be displayed right next to the studio. And Lokanath Maharaj is walking by the studio. He can shed his merciful glance upon those that donate for this important cause of the studio. So I want to show you this, and we have Lok Media Monday Update WhatsApp group. You can join this group every Monday. I'm going to send updates and progress. So here's a, Hare Krishna, here is a video. I just want to share the audio also. So you can see this video. It shows a 3D walkthrough of it. Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Here we see the view from the top of the studio. We see the two rooms. The figure in the middle is the engineer. This is the tracking room with the musicians, and then this is the control room with the engineer. You can see the cladding around the walls. Here we are going into a 3D representation of the room. Going in, there's the engineer. You can see the window in between the two rooms, the wooden slats against the wall, traps are underneath. Going up, we see a diffuser hanging from a cloud, and the gypsum false ceiling above with fiberglass above it. Coming down again, we can see the wall cladding, and we can see the door in the back. Going around to the back wall, we see different traps and different frequencies, and now we're coming to a window that we came in. Oh, this window will be fully closed. We're planning some very basic ventilation system with some kind of exhaust fan up in the false ceiling. Coming again to the front window and down to the lotus feet of the engineer. Now we go into the next room. We're going to see the tracking room where the instruments will be recorded. There's a wall in the back of the room, and you can see a lot of wooden surfaces that will make for a nice live room. And up above are some diffusers, the latest designs in diffuser technology. And coming again to see the different traps against the wall and the wooden slates, and here's a window between the two rooms. There will be some rock underneath the windows that will create a nice sonic environment. Different sounds will be available. Very flexible room. And we see again the traps and the diffusers up hanging from the ceiling. These will create a more spacious sound in the room. The room will sound bigger than it actually is with these diffusers. And we see the walls, and that's the door, and again the window in the front. And this concludes our tour of ISKCON Pandharpur Studios for audio and video. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. You can see the wall in the back has like a wave. So this is our website. Lok.media. You can see the video and so many pictures are there for our Lok studio and our ISKCON Kirtan ministry. So I'll post this information. I think there's a chat. There's a chat box here. I can post.
Roji, the link is already posted in the chat box.
Okay, very good, very good. Thank you so much. We have our website and we have our WhatsApp group. And please contact us if you're interested in this project. I'd be happy to provide any information that you might be interested in. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. I request the devotees who can generously donate and help the project. So already the link is shared in the chat box. So thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining with us today. His Grace Ekalavya Prabhu ki jai. His Holiness Loknath Swami Maharaj ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thai Ghor Premanande. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Definitely we will visit Pandharpur, Prabhu, once the situation is...
Yes, I want to invite all of you. Please come visit Pandharpur. It's a beautiful place. It's such a nice place. I want to I'll share my screen. I'll show you what has been happening on my website. I also plan to show some nice Pandharpur photos. Here you can see Maharaj touring the studio. And this is some pictures that I took last week. This is the crops are coming up to feed the cows. Windows, we're building the windows. We're putting the air conditioning system in. We're putting the doors in. And it's such a beautiful place. Pandharpur is so gorgeous. We put a shed in to protect the AC. And it's such a beautiful setting by the bank of Chandrabhaga. And we have our wall of devotion for those who donate. This is Maharaj, myself, Sri Krishna Bhajan Prabhu. He's our contractor. And there's the video and the purchase things. And there's all contact information. This is the room we're in now. This is the building. This is our Prabhupada Ashray guest house. This is Maharaj's room. This is the studio. Maharaj will be doing all of his online preaching from here. So Pandharpur is just such a beautiful place. And it's my favorite place in the world. So just everyone please come. We have 3 guest houses. We have Chandrabhaga guest house. We have Prabhupada Ashray guest house. And we just built the Kalyan Mandap. Kalyan Mandap, which can house 2,000 devotees. So you can bring a big group. We're ready to host all of you. Please come. We're happy to host you. Come to Pandharpur. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Definitely, we are going to join with you.
Please. Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. So, shall I ask the devotees to put on their camera so that you can able to see all the devotees?
Yes, we have darshan.
Yeah. Request all the devotees kindly put on your camera so that Prabhu can able to see. I'll put a gallery view.
Oh yes, I can see everyone now.
Hare Hare.
I'm putting full screen. I'm blessed.
Thank you.
I want to do all of your Pada Pujas. So looking forward to opportunity to meet you in person soon.
Sure, Prabhu.
Either you have to come to Pandharpur or I'll have to come to Gauranga Desh.
Yes, please come through.
Or we'll do both. Yes. Okay, I'll take your leave with your
Thank you.
permission. Agya.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Here.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantarai Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srimanga Krishna Prabhu ki jai.
His Grace Ekalavya Prabhu ki jai. His Holiness Loknath Swami Maharaj ki jai. Hari Bol.
His Holiness Jai Ptaka Swami Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Okay. Now I request Bhagavan Govinda Prabhu. We will do the Sandhya Arati.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. And also request all the devotees after the program, request you all to wait for some time. We have few announcements. Okay. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Can I start singing?
Yes, Prabhu. Bhagavan Govinda Prabhu. Radhika Padar Prabhu, who is going to perform?
Madan Mohan Prabhu is ready.
Where?
Yeah. Shiva Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Aradika Shobha Jnana Vidadavani Jagamanaloba Ivadakinita Nikate Advaidashri Vasha Satradhara Shiva Bhuti Ache Gauracha Ratna Simhasani Arati Korenam Adi Devagane Iva Narari Adi Kori Chamara Dulaya Sanjaya Mugundabhashi Dosadigaya Sanjaya Mugundabhashi Dosadigaya Iva Sanga Bhaje Kanta Bhaje Bhaje Garadana Adhuramudanga Bhaje Paramarashana Bhavu Kote Sandhini Nanamudana Ala deshe bana ala kore jala mala Shiva Shiva Sukha Nada Preme Gadaga Sakati Vinoda Diki Orara Sambhada Sakati Vinoda Diki Orara Sambhada Aurangera Soha Jaga Janamana Doba Aurangera Soha Jaga Janamana Doba Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Sundavari Vashatyade Tatharine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadido Bhakta-vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadido Bhakta-vrinda Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jagannatha Baladeva Subhadramai Jaya Sudarsana Jaya Jaya Lakshmi Narsinghadev, Lakshmi Narsinghadev, Lakshmi Narsinghadev, Lakshmi Narsinghadev. Jaya Damodara, Jaya Damodara, Damodara, Jaya Damodara. Jaya Panjadatta, Jaya Panjadatta, Panjadatta, Jaya Panjadatta. Jaya Tusi Maharani, Jaya Tusi Maharani, Jaya Tusi Maharani, Jaya Tusi Maharani, Jaya. Jaya Satgoswami, Jaya Satgoswami, Jatoswami, Jaya Satgoswami, Jaya. Jaya Guru Parampara, Jaya Guru Parampara, Jaya Guru Parampara, Jaya Guru Parampara. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Om Nitya Leela Parivarat. Iskan Fondracharya Sri Prabhupada ki Jai Om Vishnupad Parivaracharya Sosasada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki Jai Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki Jai Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki Jai Ganga Mai ki Jai Yamuna Mai ki Jai Madhura Dham ki Jai Vrindavan Dham ki Jai Navadip Dham ki Jai Mayapur Dham ki Jai Bhakti Devi ki Jai Tulasi Devi ki Jai ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। हरे कृष्ण महामंद्रा की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तनम की जय। All glories to some devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to some devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to some devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Prabhupada. Jai Sri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Now we are going to sing the Narsingarthi by Bhakti Meera. Meera, are you there?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yes. Start, Meera. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya.
Thank you so much, Meera and Joy, for your wonderful Kirtan. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for all the devotees for joining with us today. So now I request all the devotees to pray for the well-being and good health